God is one. But like I've said here before, he manifests differently at different times. So the first manifestation of God, or the first mention of God, is in the book of Genesis chapter number 1 verse number 1, which says, in the beginning God. That in the beginning God, in the Greek, it is not a singular God, it is a many God. Because in the definition of God himself, he is never able to define himself as one because he is not one. God is too complex for us to understand him in one dimension. Now, God is not a 3D. God is a multifaceted God. So that when you look at God from whatever dimension you look at him, you are able to see a completely different reality of God than what you had seen before. In the earlier days, the name they would use for God would be Yahweh. And the reason why they would use the word Yahweh is because every letter there would be a representation of something. Yet it was not possible for them to explain God fully, and it was not possible for them to mention God in a simplified form. That Yahweh there would not have vowels. It would be YWH and some apostrophe somewhere, and it would be Yah. That would be how they would present, or they would mention Yahweh, because God is too complex to be understood from one side. So God is essentially one God, but how he manifests himself in different forms and in different ways at different times to different people. So in the very beginning, he would look like he was one. But the Bible would tell us when he spoke, the words he spoke initially were the first born of God. That word was with God, that word was God, and that word was continually existing. That would cause you to know that Jesus was not a person standing beside God. Jesus was the proceed of his spirit to take the flesh nature that was called Christ. So that word that we are told created everything is God that created everything by his word. When God spoke, that word became Jesus. So the firstborn of God is his words. That would bring us to the reality of the spiritual realm. That whatever you speak is as equal to who you are. Your word is your measurement.